Fuck out, you know. See man, them man that take on the work, you know. Look how much bumbo clad Chinese. Me not see no black man there to work, brother. Look here. Look how much Chinese I work. I don't get fucked.
Guys, welcome back again to the channel. Have you noticed that more Jamaicans are openly talking about foreign investment and asking whether it is really helping the country? This is conversation that has been growing for some time, and many people are have strong opinions about it. Some believe foreign investment is creating jobs and improving infrastructure, while others feel that ordinary Jamaicans are being left behind. Also, others feel that these foreign Chinese are taking their country away. So guys, let's watch out this video until the end, then I'll be back with more comments.
See, if you come in a wholesale and you can't read, that's alright. Me help you. Right? But you see, if you can't read and you go on like you can read, at them time there you look like fool. Let me give you an example. The things that me have to deal with at the time. One lady come in here and ask me the germs lotion. Germs lotion. And then when me ask her, germs lotion, miss? I don't know, germs lotion, that one there up there, so. I have no problem when people dance, you know. But how you fit dance and have attitude with it? And that me not get. How? That don't make no sense.
Because we suffer every day. Can you imagine? We have been here for centuries and we're still lagging around. If we to start a business in Jamaica, it's one of the hardest things to start a business. While the Chinaman come from China, come to Jamaica, start a business, non-tax for 5 years. And by the time the 5 years come when him to start pay tax, he making cousin and he never and his uncle come and him gone. So, and listen, this have been happening for centuries. So this have nothing to do with PNP or JLP. And you know, at the end of the day, none of them no want to fix it because all of them want us to, the black man.
I don't like the way in which the Jamaican government has allowed the Chinese to come in and take over. I believe they own the major port there. I believe that the Jamaican government has given them lands in exchange for services. I believe they built at least one hospital there, a couple of schools. They had constructed a north-south highway or northwest highway that connects one part of the island to the other, so you don't have to drive all the way around to get there, which was necessary. But from what I read, in exchange for them building the highway, the Jamaican government has allowed them to keep, I believe, nearly all of the toll fees on that highway for a certain amount of years. We're giving up too much to get too little. And what bothers me the most about, you know, Jamaica, they are the most Pan-Africanist and the most unapologetic of the Caribbean islands. And so if China can take Jamaica, taking the rest of the Caribbean won't be that difficult. You know,
Jamaicans aren't only being pushed out of their beaches, but gradually they're being pushed out of business. Check this out.
Chinese mechanics in Jamaica should go 20-30 cars a day like clockwork, while Jamaican mechanics, the car are stuck in the garage sometime for a whole week. But how did the Chinese get here? How did they set up shop so fast right in front of our eyes? Listen, foreigners are coming in, buying land, running businesses, owning Jamaica, and we're becoming visitors in our own land. Just like some places in Africa where people now work for foreigners in their own country. Sooner or later, the Chinese going to control the parts distribution and shut us out.
I already think it's too late for Jamaicans. And the reason why I say that, because back in 2015, Jamaica signed an agreement with China, allowing China to control one of their biggest and most important ports for 30 years. And that's the port of Kingston. So China dictates what goes into Jamaica and what goes out of Jamaica. So I'm pretty sure all these Chinese business owners already have a connection with distributors in China. So they have direct contact with the distributors when it comes to supplies and keeping their stores in stock. So as you gradually see Chinese businesses pop up, you see less Jamaican businesses. So Jamaicans are gradually becoming workers for foreigners. And who allows another country to control your ports allow what comes in and outside of your country. Like I said, it's already a wrap, at least for 30 years.
So everyone has been asking how the Chinese mechanics got into Jamaica. Well, here are the facts. Did you know that in 2015, Jamaica signed over the Kingston Freeport, our main port, our lifeline to China, who has full control for 30 years? Now they control what comes in and they control what goes out. That's why the Chinese mechanics and other companies move the way they want. No one to answer to. No real checks. No oversight. They run the port, they hold the gate. Why do you think it's after the fact Pika stepped in? Because they don't even know what's going on. But somebody know. Because when it comes to these little things, don't think you can think on the same level you were programmed to think on. You have to change your frequency sometimes. And we're standing on the outside of our own house. We can't even act like we never know. Listen, we will never get out of slavery. Because a nation that can't even control its own port is a nation already conquered.
Big enough, please.
Jamaican construction worker. How you stay so? Why you not overcharge the people them? Me come for the labourer them, and who me come for talk to right now, the labourer. $5,000 a day family for one labourer. Talk God truth now. $5,000 a day and you are not trade man. And that you put on the price to. You a thief. And watch this now, no? No for you only thing you come on the site and do. A smoke and drink beer rum. Because in a Jamaica, you have a thing. If rum not up on the site, you don't want to work on it. But you not pay $5,000 a day for drink rum and smoke cushy all day. Nobody now do them things the family. Because you have to look in on yourself and change up some things while go on a yard. You know mad? $5,000 a day for one labourer. You have to start from 8 to 5. You reach till almost 9 o'clock. You have to get 1 hour lunch break. And enough of you lunch break go to 2 hours. When you left 5 o'clock in the evening, you start draw at 4 o'clock. And you want $5,000 a day. You mad. You see, the Chinese them are beat on no bad. Because the Chinese them I take $3,000 a day. Up what the place name again? You in a crossroad there, so them have a construction company. The Chinese them. $3,000 a day them we take for labourer. And when them come for your work, them not smoke. Them not ask if you not rum. If them come 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock them did a sharp. If them left 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. If them take 1 hour lunch break, at 1 hour lunch break them at take. But you want to charge $5,000 and then you want to take 2 hour lunch break, come late, do one bag of foolishness for the time and expect people to give you $5,000. When you stop it, the trade man them done a bit too bad already and you come take up that dirty habit there. $5,000 for one labourer, you come sit down and smoke and drink special on your site. Mad or no mad man. The Chinese go and beat on the bad with that $3,000 there where them come with. Who know a flap on yourself? Who know a flap on yourself? A master builder need to drop something to try to help the people them we are build. Because enough of them mason here and trade man here don't want to see people build. Because enough of them can't build. Them bad mind. About $5,000 a day. On the move and go on a thief like.
Which I love.
I have a question for Andrew Holness, Kamina J. Smith, and Dr. Horace Chan. As a Jamaican, I'm really concerned, and I just want to express myself, and maybe other Jamaicans feel the same way. In Jamaica, we have over 76,000 Chinese living there, whether they are Chinese descendants or recently migrated to Jamaica, right? Boom. Chinese are able to work in our country, have businesses for over 5 years without paying taxes, while Jamaican people or Jamaican new entrepreneurs who starts businesses have to pay taxes off the rip. First of all, they can't even get funding to start a business, much less. Now, what the Chinese them do is once you reach 5 years, they just call down another family member and put the business in their name, and the process continues and they don't pay taxes, right? But that's not really why I'm here. I'm here because I realize that even as Jamaicans, we need a visa to go to China. But check this out. Chinese don't need a visa to come to Jamaica. That is unfair. To me, that's all ridiculous. You know how much Jamaicans would love to go to China for whatever reasons, whether short stay, business, or pleasure. Like, there gotta be some type of renegotiation. This is 2025, not 1865. So Andrew Holness, Dr. Horace Chang, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kamina J. Smith, my namesake, please, me I beg you, look into this. Think about it as a politician. Me have the education I own have, you know. Zane, I don't know a doctor and them thing. I'm just a regular Jamaican. I have sense and common sense. So, Uno tell me the scholars, if that makes sense. Uno really need to do something about that. Do something about all these countries where can come to our country and all these things and all get all these easy access to things. But Jamaicans have to struggle so much. Enough fear. Do something about that.
Just without the chain.
Something really wrong is going on in Kingston and St. Andrew. There is a set of people that don't care about community building, that don't care about families, that don't care about community, and they only care about making money. If you haven't been to Kingston and St. Andrew in a while, you can't be in a one street and you don't see one apartment building. Now, some of these apartment buildings are well positioned. Some of them make sense, right? In the corporate area and all them thing there. But when you spread out a little bit out and you go into the communities them, when you see mom and pop home with them little backyard and thing, and right beside them yard is one tall rotted building that don't make no sense. The people them they upstairs looking at you downstairs hanging your panty on the clothesline. Between you, one big building sandwiched in the middle of two homes, of two family homes. So now imagine me now having a beautiful day today. As me leave me yard, what that me see right beside my gate? What is that me see right beside my gate? One sign that say intention to build apartment units. Now, if you don't know me or if you don't follow me, if you never watch my video them, please go watch them. Me live in the bush. Me live in some hill bush. Me live in the bush. This empty lot is between me and my two neighbors. So this apartment building would be sandwiched between three family homes, that which privacy will be completely destroyed, which there is no road to go up there, so because don't see me take cooking oil go try fix up the road there. Them want carry people go up there in an apartment and the place don't have no road. There's no road go up there. The place far up in the hills. Which apartment gonna keep up there, so right? Now you tell me now, why will you want to disturb? First of all, you come in and cut off the wall of the trees them. Deforest the place. The birds didn't know what to do with themselves. And now come in with sign that say I put up apartment building in a little tiny, because I want like a tiny lot in the middle of the bush, sandwiched in between two family homes. I don't care if people are going to go up this or not. I don't care if it has a good point of sale or not. All I care about is the fact that Uno are destroying Jamaica. Uno are destroying Jamaican communities. Uno are destroying Jamaican communities, because even sometimes when Uno don't get the old dilapidated house to buy and tear down and put Uno in thinking apartment mashes box in the sky, so all Uno do a scam people with a little mashes box in the sky. It's not, and I'm not talking about this because it born me and it affect me now. I have spoken about this plenty of time before, because there's a place for everything. Ambush sandwich between two family home, three family home is not a place for an apartment building. To all the contractors out there, I'm not saying to stop doing business. I am saying to do consciously, respectfully, with ethic. You don't need to have ethic. There is a place for everything. A community, a neighborhood is not a place for an apartment complex. Uno sikina uno head. You see the place where I show that where white bones in a Constant Spring, you can put apartment building there, so. There's no family home. It's a commercial place. You know, very well, you know, put on an apartment building over there, so. You understand what I say? A community, a street where kids play in the street and families jog out there and cows roam around the place. It's not the place for an apartment building. Don't be so greedy. Why you want to be so unethical? And build a skyscraper to sell matches boxing at the skies, which by the way most likely are going to just sit down there, so, because there is a overstock in a town. Me don't know who. If people know I buy it down, yes, on a Kingston 6, Kingston 8, Kingston 10, who is going to go buy apartment in the bush? Just have a little conscience, please. And for those of you who are not contractors, whenever you can, please raise your voice. Please raise your voice, because these buildings, these apartment buildings, are destroying communities, families. They are pricing out families. A family that could have purchased that land to be their family home were priced out by a developer. Thank you so much for watching.
So guys, I hope you have seen that video until the end, and you have seen a lot of Jamaicans are coming out furiously asking why these foreign Chinese are investing in their country. Over the last few years, many Jamaicans have started asking an important question: is foreign investment truly benefiting the people of Jamaica, or are local citizens being pushed aside? The discussion has become more common, especially whenever large construction projects, new businesses, or government agreements involve Chinese companies are announced. While some people welcome these investments, others believe they come at a cost. One of the biggest concerns is that local businesses owners feel they are competing on an even playing field. Because let me tell you guys, when these foreign Chinese come into Jamaica, they are being given support by the government, whereby they are working for a period of 5 years without even paying tax. This is why most of the residents in Jamaica, they are coming out angry, because their businesses have started going down, and these people, they are being given much support by the government, whereby they are not paying any tax. So this is the reason why most residents, they are coming out at large. They are complaining about these. So guys, one of the biggest concern is that the local businesses owner feel they are competing on an even playing a field. Many Jamaicans argue that starting and running a business in Jamaica is already difficult, because already there are foreigners from Chinese who are owning a very big companies, and even they lower their prices down, making the locals to feel or to have a difficult time even to lower their prices. So you can see this is a very difficult situation for the locals in Jamaica. Taxes are high, guys, whereby the locals are being taxed, while those people who come to do businesses, those are foreign Chinese who come to do business in Jamaica, they are not even paying taxes. So you can see that is a very big problem to those locals who stay in Jamaica. So taxes are high, guys, access to loans is limited, and many entrepreneurs struggle to expand their businesses. Because of this, some people believe it is unfair if foreign investors receive incentives that local businesses cannot access. Whether every claim is accurate or not, the perception itself has created frustrations among citizens, guys. Another issue that often comes up in the Kingdom Port Agreement, you can see these even the government has given a full access to these foreign Chinese who come into the country, whereby you know very well that if you give full access to the ports, you know you can control the bad and even the good things that are come to the country. So you can see that is the most critical part over the country. Also, critics believe that giving a foreign company a long-term control over such an important port gives too much influence over one of Jamaica's most strategic assets, guys. Supporters, however, argue that the investment help modernize the port and improve its operation. This difference is, in our opinion, has divided many Jamaicans. Some see the agreement as smart economic planning, while others worry about national control over important infrastructure. Employment is another major issue that they are also raising, those people from Jamaica. Some Jamaicans believe foreign-owned construction companies and businesses complete projects faster and at lower cost. Others argue that this makes it harder for local contractors and workers to compete. These are also concerns that more opportunities should go to Jamaican businesses so that the money stays within the local economy. Whether these concerns are fully justified or not, they reflect a growing desire among many Jamaicans to see local talent receive greater support. Housing development has also become part of the conversation, guys. Across several communities, residents have complained about large apartments complexes replacing traditional family homes. People saying that this development increase traffic, reduce also privacy, and change the character of neighborhood that have existed for generations. Many residents are not necessarily against the development itself. Instead, they want development that respects existing communities and includes local voices in planning decision. The discussion has also affected the social relationship. Some recent Chinese migrants have reportedly experienced criticism, felt unwelcome because of growing public frustrations. At the same time, it is important to recognize that Jamaica has a long established Chinese Jamaican community that has been a part of the country history for generations. If you travel today, guys, to Jamaica, this is where you'll get that Jamaica is a mixed race country. You'll never forget, you'll never fail to find a Chinese Jamaican, Asian Jamaican, Indian Jamaican, and also we have these white Jamaican. So that makes Jamaica a mixed race country. Many Jamaicans make a clear distinction between long settled Chinese Jamaicans. So ultimately this debate is bigger than Jamaica. Many countries around the world are asking similar question. How can a nation attract foreign investment while also protecting local businesses? How do government create jobs without making a citizen feel left behind? And how can economic growth benefit ordinary people instead of only a few people? These are difficult questions that and they are not simple. They do not have simple answers. What is clear is that many Jamaicans want transparency, fairness, and opportunities that allow local businesses and workers to succeed alongside foreign investment and find the right place between welcoming investment and ensuring that the countries what they do. Okay, guys, what do you think? Should Jamaica continue encouraging large foreign investment, or should there be stronger protection for local businesses and workers? So guys, I want to hear from you, so you can share your thoughts in the comments below. Please let the comment section be respectful. Otherwise, if you're new here, please guys, don't forget to hit the subscription button, and also you can comment, like, and share out this video.